was to stop everyone from helping her.
And
right?
run away.
And threatening them, right? And then the shooting officer was out in a car and they got him out in less than a minute after he shot her. A death 3 times in the head. I don't care who you are. I don't care if you're an illegal immigrant or an undocumented immigrant, whatever you want to call it. I don't care if you're a fleeing criminal. If you are not engaged in a gun battle, right, with a law enforcement officer in which the rules of engagement are that you fear for your life. Now, I'm going to talk about fear for your life because I know a lot of cops, okay? And I will tell you something. There are 2 instances where cops pretty much get away with murder when they say, I feared for my life in these 2 instances. And this is one of them. And so we see the woman is dead, crashed in the vehicle. Her airbag is completely covered with blood. There is 1 bullet hole in that vehicle. And people are like, oh, he was in front of her. That bullet hole came from the rear. We can see him shoot the gun at her head from behind her. So it went through her head and out the windshield. Right? 3 shots. They killed this woman. And I don't want to hear people say, oh, well, it was an ICE raid. It was maybe illegal immigrants, Nicaragua terrorists, blah, 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 Antifa terrorists. I literally wrote the fucking textbook. The textbook that the U.S. government uses for terrorism.
We don't execute. We don't
also
execute
wrote
people.
this book. Right? About right-wing extremists, including cops. The last statement in this book is a cop wanting civil war so that he could kill black people. Sworn law enforcement officer. So don't tell me because you're a federal fucking officer, you have the right to kill Americans. You do not. You do not. Not only will the other officers all complicit in this, right? They now, turns out Kristi Noem was there to carry out her Botox face raid and to come down there, and her first statement was that that woman was a domestic terrorism. That is a lie. That is a lie. That is a lie. You're an American. There's no such fucking thing as domestic terrorism. Timothy McVeigh wasn't even convicted of domestic terrorism because there are no laws of the books. You're a 37-year-old girl, a young woman, and you get panicked because someone's grabbing on your door and you drive away. There is no death penalty for this. This is all fucking outrageous, and it's a George Floyd moment. I swear to God, if people don't hit the streets for this, we are worth nothing. Our Constitution is nothing. Life, liberty, and the pursuit of happiness. All of that gone in one instance. These masked fucking criminals, dressed like fucking ISIS, right? Hiding it and violating the Constitution and these laws. I shit you not. I'm pretty fucking hot because I spent my whole fucking life defending you from really bad people who really want to kill you. Now I've got a Gestapo running around and summarily executing people. And Kristi Noem, that crazy ass bitch, first words out of her fucking mouth, she's a domestic terrorist. Fuck you, and fuck you, Kristi Noem. Oh, Lev, do you have anything you'd like to say about this?
Malcolm, no, brother. Your passion, I feel it. I'm with you, man. This is, that woman in there is somebody's mother, somebody's wife, somebody's sister, somebody's daughter. They just fucking execute. And I don't curse, folks, but today is going to be a day. I mean, they just executed a person. I mean, that's disgusting. I mean, and the way and I always say the cover up is usually worse than even the crime. And to come out and, like you said, before the body's even cold, folks. Let me play the video to you. I'm going to warn you if you're lighted in the stomach, do not watch because this is really something disgusting. This is execution, but you need to watch so you could see with your eye. A lot of you might have not seen the video what Malcolm is talking about. This was pure execution. She was not attacking. If anything, she was backing up and trying to get away. They were trying to drag her out of the car, and then the one cop comes up and shoots her 3 times. 3 times, folks, in a matter of literally within a second and a half. He went pop, pop, pop. Like, that is not self-defense. That is not. And then you see, as they're trying to cover up, they're not rushing to help the victim. As Malcolm said, the car is a dead woman driving, hits another car. The civilians are trying to come help instead of helping their threatening civilians to get out of the scene. You don't see no medical attention being rushed. You don't see ambulances. You don't see rushing people screaming. Instead, you see them trying to get that officer, that murderer, not even officer, I'm not going to call him that murderer, out of there. And then then I'm going to read to you how the cover-up is beginning, because I've been speaking to people on the inside, and they're in shock themselves, because this is coming from the top down. This is what Donald Trump instilled. This is what he has put into our society, and this is what was bound to happen. And this is just the beginning, folks, because the people, like when we talk about enough is enough of this bullshit. Enough is enough of this shit. It's time. It's time to take our democracy back. Fuck this waiting for 2026. Fuck this talking about, everything Trump, Greenland, this. It's time to take our democracy, folks. Get these Gestapo out of office. I can't see Stephen Miller on TV one more time talking about, I'm going to break another TV. This is getting out of control. I mean, they're killing America. They're killing people. They're humane. What makes us, you can't believe this. So anyway, folks, I'm going to put it on here. I don't know if you could see it. My son reported it today. Oh, hold on. Okay, see, there you go. They're walking up to the car. And you see she's getting out of the way, folks. They're going to play another angle
and
right
they
now.
were there to stop her from videotaping them, right?
Correct.
And when she moves out of the way, they decide murder. Okay, I'm going to talk. You can show it again if you want.
Yeah. Keep going, Malcolm. I want to show a different
I'm
angle.
just saying. Let me tell you something. There are 2 instances I have spoken to. Cops are trained in, and this is the way that they get away with murder. All right.
Here they come up to her.
There is a video that there you go.
Look, she's trying. Look.
And he already had his weapon out to shoot her.
Yep.
Yeah, and she's dead. She's dead by the time that he fires the second shot. She just drives into other cars. And they're like, oh, he was in front of her. He was going to run her down. How the fuck do you get run down when you're behind her headrest? And the guy comes to the left and puts 3 into her head. How the fuck do you do that? Anywhere else, if this was the military, we'd be trying you for fucking war crimes. Right? This is bullshit. Let me tell you, there's 2 instances where cops try this bullshit, and they always say the same thing. One, if there's a knife present. Because there's a video I saw back in 1998, where law enforcement shows in a prison, a person with the shank can close 21 feet before you can draw a weapon and shoot them. Therefore, if you see a knife, it's justified to just shoot them, no matter what their distance is, right? Cops get away shooting people all the time with knives. The other circumstance is that, and I don't know who came up with this bullshit, that a vehicle is a weapon system. In the counterterrorism world, in counter-surveillance and operations like that, yes, we say use your vehicle. If you're ambushed by terrorists, use your vehicle as a weapon system. Cops suddenly decided, I don't know when it happened, that if a person moves away from you, you are allowed to murder them because it's a weapon and you're trying to run them down. If you're standing in front of her and you've got a weapon drawn and they hit the gas and they aim at you, that's different. But to shoot from behind or parallel is just fucking murder.
Execution.
And what was she doing? Videotaping your stupid ass. There's a fucking videotape of her own murder in that car. And 100%. They're going to steal it. They probably secured that phone.
Let me read the statement. This is how sick it is, folks. Because literally, the body's not even cold. Literally, there's no investigation done. Literally, there's nothing happened. Not one thing. You saw the video with your own eyes. but literally a half an hour to an hour after this horrific execution, Kristi Noem's office puts out a statement. Today, and I'm going to read it to you folks because it's disgusting. Today, ICE officers in Minneapolis were conducting targeted operations when rioters began blocking ICE officers.
Rioter.
Just right there. Let's start with rioters. You saw there was no people blocking ICE.
Women on that fucking
They
street.
cornered her. They
4
cornered
of them.
her. 4 of them cornered her. She was in a car. No rioters. Nobody. There was people, bystanders, standing there with video cameras and with telephones. Rioters began blocking ICE officers, and one of these violent rioters weaponized her vehicle, attempting to run over our law enforcement officers in an attempt to kill them. That is an act of domestic terrorism. An ICE officer, Bianca, listen to an ICE officer fearing for his life, the lives of his fellow law enforcement, and the safety of the public.
He's the hero.
He's a hero. Fired defensive shot. He used his training and saved his own life and that of his fellow officers. The alleged perpetrator was hit and is deceased. The ICE officers who were hurt are expected to make full recovery. What hurt? Did you see anybody
they hurt? They hurt because they couldn't get the door fucking handle open.
Was he hurt because
I don't know. Hot fucking brass shot out of his fucking weapon and went down their body armors? That's how they were fucking hurt? That's goddamn ludicrous. We watched the murder of an American citizen before our very eyes. And let me tell you something. I want all of you to stop using the phrase, I want accountability. No. That's too nice a phrase here. What we need is Kristi Noem, right, fired, and then we need her brought
prosecuted,
to justice.
Yes, justice,
we need all of them brought to justice.
Corey Lewandowski, Kristi Noem, all of them, Holmgren, every single one of them, every single one, and including Stephen Miller, Russell Vaught, Susie Wiles, you keep naming them. They all are responsible. They all have blood on their hands, and the number one person is Donald Trump. And where is he? Have you seen anybody coming out? No. Instead, right now, I'm watching Malcolm right now live. The people of Minneapolis are going to the streets. This is about to get out of control. It's freezing, it's cold, and people are starting to come out of their house.
Wouldn't you?
Yeah, absolutely. I want to go there right. I want to go there right now just to stand with them. It's so crazy. It's insane.
It's insulting.
It's insulting. It's just really, really. And look, we've been going on for months. And we've been talking about the disastrous what ICE has been doing. And Malcolm has been saying it every day. Someone's going to get killed. It's going to happen. And we've reported on people getting killed in ICE facilities. I mean, getting tortured, people getting deported, thrown out. But this, folks, this was blatant execution in broad daylight. Blatant execution. And I think she's a U.S. citizen altogether. Is she, Malcolm?
She is. This is the second time we had that woman. We had that woman shot 5 times out in California or Oregon, I think it was, who was wounded, who the judge said clearly, you lied to me on this video. You lied to me. All right. The mayor of Minneapolis has already said, get the fuck out of the city. Now the question is, will law enforcement of Minneapolis side with ICE or help protect the people? And this is outrageous.
Well, the mayor guy came out and said, did you see that? The mayor came out and said, I have a message for ICE. Get the fuck out of Minneapolis. So the mayor, I want to see you're right. Where's the police department? Where's the local police? Where are they going to stand? I mean, this has to be a unified effort to get ICE the fuck out of our states and out of our lives and out of the people tormenting every single person out there, because this is becoming beyond already. I'm just worried about, because what I'm hearing from Donald Trump and inside his people right now, that they're not walking away from this. You're not going to see, probably they're going to double.
Of course, they're not walking away from it. That bitch shot her fucking puppy, and that's why she's Secretary of Homeland Security.
Can you imagine?
Because he wants somebody that can murder. What's he want? He wants them to do this.
Yeah.
They want to kill Americans. He wants somebody, she's looking tough. He's probably planning right now with that fucking Nazi Stephen Miller to mobilize the National Guard.
Yes,
Because
yes,
he's going to say,
yes.
right, oh, now the terrorists, Antifa terrorists are out on the streets. Average Americans exercising the First Amendment right, the right of redress, the right to peaceful assembly. These guys don't believe it. The right to freedom of speech. They don't believe a fucking word of it. And you know me, I'm a Philadelphian. I grew up in this from the very first time when I was 5, when I went to the Liberty Bell and Independence Hall. All right. I was born in a naval hospital with my family serving for over a century and a half, defending this country. And now here it is. I shit you not. I fucking now understand what tyranny means. Take over. I'm fucking hoarse.
It's sick, Malcolm, because right now I was just looking at my phone. I'm going through some of the stuff that's happening, the text messages back and forth. Some of my people, they're actually doing Oppo research on this poor lady right now, trying to do another Abreu Garcia situation and try and frame her to be some sort of. This is fucking sick now, Malcolm. I can't believe I don't even want to talk about, I can't even believe I have to be talking about this shit. They really right now are literally trying to make her out to be some sort of Antifa rioter, some sort of, I can't even believe it. This is sick. This is
Let
the
me
world
tell
we
you,
live in.
we have to promise this. Okay, we have to promise this, and I know that I've been working on the liberal version of Project 2025, right? The progressive, never Trumper version, which we call, reformation or restoration or revenge, whatever you want to call it, 2027, 2029. We have to do some things that are straight up. And I'm sorry, I'm saying this as a professional. I'm saying this as someone that loves this country and wants to defend this country. We must disband, defund ICE as an organization and promise right now, you cannot run for office with our votes unless you promise that that organization will be, 1, frozen, 2, every officer will be publicly identified. Every other cop in America goes around with their badge, their name, their face showing, standing into danger every fucking day. This is a secret police. Don't forget, the phrase for the Gestapo was Geheimstaatspolizei, the state secret police. And that's what ICE is now. ICE must be abolished. It is not a law enforcement organization. It is a paramilitary secret police. America has never had one. I'm looking forward to the good old days back when the FBI was considered really off the chain. These guys aren't cops. They aren't law enforcement. They are a paramilitary secret police force. And we need to eliminate that. We need to hold accountable everyone who can put this in order. I don't want to hear any fucking pardons. And here's another thing. If Trump says, I pardon every officer in ICE from now till January 20th, 2029, 11:59 a.m., great. But you know what we can do? Open every fucking one of you up to civil lawsuits.
State. Fuck civil.
State charges.
These are state murder crimes. So he could go pardon everybody he wants, but these are state murder crimes. Also, right now, folks, I want to say, well, Malcolm, because he's passionate, and each and every one of you, I want to take you take his passion, our passion right now, our anger, and turn it into action. Because unless we turn this into action, what do you mean by action? I'll tell you exactly what I mean. The number one thing right now is the phones should be flooded. Right now, every congressman should be you should right now, if you live in a state where there's a Republican congressman, right now organize your protests and go fill the streets around his offices. Go to their offices. Go to their offices. Go to where they are. Every congressman, and this should be a bipartisan issue. This should be right now, number one. Today, they should be, you talk about accountability, they should be having an emergency session in Congress right now and having them brought up there. There should be explanations going on. And Congress has the power to abolish ICE, to abolish all of these things that Donald Trump did with the pen. They could just erase it. And that's why right now, enough is enough. And that's why each and every one of you, use the anger, use this frustration. Don't just sit home and cry and be upset about what happened, because that is going to be another thing happening. Use it and do something about it. Send your emails. Go out there, protest. Make your signs right now. Don't wait till the next No Kings protest. Don't wait till it's 2026. Don't wait. Today, do something, each and every one of you. Go ahead, Malcolm.
You know what I say about it? Go to my website, FAFO PAC, FAFOPAC.org, and go look up the instructions for how to put up a highway overpass takeover. Right? FAFOPAC.org. This is all we advocate now, is putting the message in front of the other American people. That message should be ICE kills Americans today.
Malcolm,
abolish ICE.
Abolish ICE.
Kristi Noem, bring ICE to justice, right? I mean, it shouldn't be, GOP, WTF, OMG. No, ICE is killing Americans now, killing them. And this is outrageous. We may see that with Kristi Noem there and that other guy, who's that idiot?
Corey Lewandowski. Corey Lewandowski.
Well, Lord Corey Lewandowski is just her lover. But the head of the ICE, who's out there, you got Tom Homan, and you've got that other short little troll who's always out there in body armor.
Oh, yeah, the actual ICE guy.
These idiots around. You got to call these idiots out. We don't want their resignation. We want justice. We want them brought to justice. They conspired to kill that woman. And then to come out and slander her in her official policy it's just absolutely fucking outrageous. Let me see if I can get Cliff Schechter up here. We can get some people who can come in and drop in and see if they have time.
Or Frank,
to come and give their opinion. Frank is still on air, I think.
Oh, no, he stopped.
But,
Frank has stopped. Yeah, Frank has stopped.
Maybe he's had enough. But
let me tell you, folks.
Let me see if I can get Frank Fagluzzi.
While Malcolm's trying to get some more people up here, I really wanted to, some of you that are joining us late, some of you, we're going to be putting this out, but I want you to understand something. Today is a very sad day in America. I mean, we've been saying this, I know, many, many times, but today we saw an execution of an American citizen right in front of our eyes, literally for doing nothing. Folks, nothing. And the worst part about it is not only did they execute her, now they're coming out within minutes afterwards and trying to make her into the bad person and calling her a U.S. terrorist. I mean, even McVeigh, just like Malcolm said, was not charged as a U.S. terrorist. I mean, and they're saying it. They're lying. They're lying in front of our eyes. We cannot allow this to happen no more. We cannot just sit here.
We literally had people at Charlottesville plow cars through a massive crowd. Okay? That's attempting to kill somebody with a vehicle, right?
Yep.
And now they're going to do this bullshit that she's a domestic terrorist, and they will be labeling her on Antifa on Fox News, Newsmax, and OAM right now. You need to express outrage. Don't listen to me. Don't believe me. Go watch the video. All right? You are watching the murder of an American citizen who was just trying to get away from them. She was holding her camera like this. Yeah. She was videotaping them. All of these recent videos we've seen in the last week where American citizens, they are now passed orders to attack you in your vehicle and drag you out. Kristi Noem said that. Now, videotaping them is considered resisting arrest, or videotaping them is considered an act of violence, or being in the street is where you can be arrested now. They are feeling empowered that they can attack any American citizen they want. So I doubt we'll get Frank Fagluzzi, but
that's okay. But they're following their leader, because what did he just show them? What he did in Venezuela? What is he talking about doing in Greenland? What is he talking about? It's that far right. It's that same again. We spoke about this, I think, 4 or 5 months ago when they started taking 18-year-olds. When we sat there, we talk about you're taking 18-year-old kids, you're bringing them in, and you're putting them in an environment where you're not teaching them how to properly do arrest, properly do searches, properly do investigation. You're putting them in a situation where you got all of these maniac hotheads around screaming, do what you need to do, arrest them, kick them, throw them, it don't matter. We got your back, and just do whatever you do. And
that's what it is. We got your back. This is the official policy of the U.S. government, to treat Americans this way now. Now we are, you know what? We are in 1773, 1774. We have the Intolerable Acts now. And is this the first step? Is this the Boston Massacre? Is this, as I put it today, this is the shot heard round the world, as far as I'm concerned. This is it. This is the one where we knew they would eventually do this, go around and murder an American. And if they go and say she was Antifa, she was trying to kill them, other officers will feel empowered to murder other Americans,
You know what,
right?
Malcolm?
No American is above the law, but now we're seeing an entire class are being treated as if they can kill us.
I'm telling you, I'm so sick of this, Malcolm. If we don't see a certain action take place in the next 48 hours from somehow, if you join me, let's go to Washington D.C. next week. Let's go Washington D.C. and whoever wants to join us, let's go approach each and
Well,
every
we
one of
may
these
be hitting
congressmen
Minneapolis before that.
or Minneapolis before.
Things
But
are
I'm
starting
talking.
to look a little out of control.
Minneapolis, everybody's coming out of the streets. I see it happening, but I'm telling you, we need action. The protest is good, but we literally need to stop these congressmen, Republicans, and not. I understand people are saying I just called Chris Murphy. The Democrats can't do nothing, folks. Right now, it's such a
Right.
thin majority, but the thin majority is so small. Right now, if we go out there and collectively, strategically put pressure, and I'm going to speak to the Midas guys, I'm going to speak to myself, I'm going to speak to everybody, figure out, because we have to collectively go out there and let our voices. Because if we flip three congressmen people, we could go and have accountability right now, folks. There could be, Kristi, that ICE could be put on hold. All of this shit could be dismantled. All of this shit could be put on hold, and we could start having accountability. But we have to start somewhere. We can't just sit here and just be angry. We have to take our anger and use it. And the first thing, folks, is make sure you guys subscribe to us here, because you want to make sure to stay in tune with what's going to happen, because me and Malcolm are done talking. This is the new year. We told you this year, it's not reaction, it's action. And we're going to be doing a lot of it.
Well, you know what? I think people are, and to be quite honest, people are upset, but I'm not seeing people angry. Today's a good day to be angry. I'm sorry, I'm naturally shouty. This is my disposition as a Navy chief. But, this reminds me of a statement I heard when waterboarding was going on. I had the commandant of the Marine Corps call me. And he said, Chief, Sergeant Major of the Marine Corps said to me this morning, right is right and wrong is wrong. And you know this is wrong. We are at wrong now. We are at a point where wrong is here in your face. And we should not accept it. We shouldn't tolerate it. We can't say, oh, we're going to go to the movies. Now it is time for action. We need to move ourselves. And the simplest thing you can do, one man, one woman protest, get a 3x5 card, right? Abolish ICE on it. No murdering Americans, and put it up on the chain link fence of an overpass. And you will impact thousands of Americans, because they got to watch you. They got to see it when they come up over there. I want all of you to, or have your one-person protest. Do whatever you want. The point is, First Amendment has given you this right. Do something right now, and there are a lot of groups out there that need help, need support. We're going to need to see what's going on in Minneapolis. Who knows what will come out of this? It could turn into Trump's time that he finally wanted to get the Posse Comitatus Act and to declare the Insurrection Act, which means he's gone full-blown fucking tyrant.
Yeah.
Which reminds me of something I read in the Jefferson Memorial. Oh, yeah, I remember. The phrase that goes around the inner dome is, I swear eternal hatred, I think is the phrase, or animosity to tyrants, right? Somebody look that up for me. But good God, we are at the point where these people think they own America and the universe, and that we're just sheep. and that we should just take what they're going to give us, and that they're Gestapo. And I will never not call the fucking ICE Gestapo. They need to be disbanded. They need to be held accountable. They need to be brought up. Allow anyone that who violated the constitutional rights, which, as we know, is pushing something like 10,000 undocumented migrants and thousands of American citizens. They shouldn't be asking you for nothing. The Constitution does not say you must have an ID card on you or your papers or a
Malcolm, I feel
passport.
like I swear to you, when I hear that shit, it reminds me of when I was in Russia in 1989, when you couldn't
It
walk
is
down the
Russia.
street. Well, you can't walk down the street because every cop will pull you over, and you have to have a registration, show them where you're registered to live, in which city, which state. I mean, paperwork. China, same way. I mean, we are now living in an authoritarian country, folks. This is not no longer, and then I hate when these pundits go out there and say we're moving towards it. I mean, just think about it. We live in a country where women's rights have been abolished and taken away, where the simple fact of having their rights to health about abortion is now a state-by-state issue. We live in a country right now where you have to walk with documentation because you could get pulled over because you're brown, the color of your skin, or because you don't fit the neighborhood you're in, and you can get pulled off the street and taken away. This is dictatorship. We live in a country where
It is dictatorship.
we're just, because we don't agree or because we want to take some minerals from another country, we're just going to take a bad, good, or a different. We're going to go in the middle of the night and we're going to take out their leadership. We're going to threaten our neighbors in Canada. We're going to, I mean, just think about what's going on, folks. Enough is enough. When is it going to be, like Malcolm said, when are we going to stop just sitting here and listening and talking? We are in a full-blown dictatorship, and every day that goes by, we're risking it for not going. Because the second he announces martial law, the second he announces insurrection, it's game over, folks. That's when he's going to take away the power of what we could do. Right now, we still have the power. Right now, our voices still count. Right now, with such a thin majority in the House who hate, if we don't go out there right now and make our voices heard in Minnesota, in Washington, D.C., in every state, city, and just like Malcolm said, it doesn't matter. Go up, put a sign in your, be a one-man protest. You could go right now, take a sign, put it in your front yard, put a sign out your window if you live in an apartment building. So put your sign out if you're out your office building, on the overpass, on your car. I mean, it does go out on a local, on a tree. Just put the sign, abolish ICE, get rid of ICE. ICE doesn't belong. Give our democracy back, whatever it is. Let's start flooding the country. We don't need money for billboards. We Americans, it has to be grassroots. We have to get out and get it done. But the number one thing is right now, the first thing everybody should be doing right now. We have close to 3,000 people here right now. As you're listening to us, each one of you should be either writing a letter, each one of you should be either writing an email or dialing, getting ready to dial your local Congress people and put pressure, the fullest pressure of whatever you can, and get ready to come out there and protest and do what's possible. But the number one thing right now is make sure to subscribe, because we need to make sure our movement grows, because we're going on the street. We need to make sure that when we go out there, there's going to be not 500 or 1,000 or 2,000. When we come out there, we come out in force, and we're going there, and it's happening. And then you can see it. It's time to take our country back, folks. It's time to take our democracy back.
Again, we've got this initiative on FAFOPAC.org. That's FAFO PAC, right? F around, find out, PAC.org. You can go register your highway overpass on there. Just go put up I'm leaving, and when I'm done here, I shit you not, I'm going straight to Staples. I'm going to buy like 10 2x4 cards, and I'm going to put, ICE murders Americans or whatever. I have an overpass that goes right over the 87 here, right? 10,000 cars a day pass through it. And if you can put that up, bungee it back so that it's safe and it's not going to blow onto the highway, you are impacting more people than Fox News. And the people we want to talk to are not us. We want to talk to that 1/3 of Americans that don't vote, that think politics has nothing to do with them. If there's a sign on the road, ICE is murdering Americans, they're going to want to think. They're going to think about it, and they're going to go, "Well, what's going on?"
Oh my God! Hold on a second, Malcolm. Hold on a second. I'm sorry.
What is that crazy ass bitch
Oh my
saying
God!
that?
Donald Trump just put something out. Oh my God, this is disgusting. I just viewed the clip of the event which took place in Minneapolis, Minnesota. It is a horrible thing to watch. The woman screaming was obviously a professional agitator, and the woman driving
What?
the car was very disorderly, obstructing and resisting, who then violently, willfully, and viciously ran over the ICE officer, who seems to have shot her in self-defense. Based on the attached clip, it is hard to believe he is alive, but is now recovering in the
Is he
hospital.
shitting me?
No, bro, I have goosebumps.
Are you
I have
shitting me?
goosebumps.
He
No,
was fucking behind her.
the situation is being studied, and it's entirely. But the reason these incidents are happening is because the radical left is threatening, assaulting, and targeting our law enforcement officers and our ICE agents on a daily
Liars.
basis.
Liars.
They are just trying to do the job of making America safe. We need to stand. Oh my God, guys, folks, this is. I told
Liars.
you. Did I tell
Liars.
you,
The
Did I
woman
tell
who
you?
was
Did
on
I
the
tell you they
phone
were going to do
goes,
this,
"Oh my
Malcolm?
God, you murdered my neighbor."
Malcolm,
I would scream that. All of us would scream it.
do you hear? But he's saying she's a professional agitator. They're tripling
Oh
down. They're
God.
about, and I told you, they're right now working on to be able to make these people look. This is, folks. Again, I mean, we could. I don't know how many times I'm gonna beg and plead and say this to you. We need you guys out there in force. We need to unite
Gotta get
the
out.
numbers. Everybody has to do something. Please don't just watch this as a reality show and say, if you can, you could go join FAFO on Malcolm's what's it called site there, and go out there, register your signs. If you just want to volunteer and you don't know how you could help, you could go to our volunteer hotline we have set up at levpttp@proton.me. That's levpttp@proton.me, and you could send messages towards Malcolm, myself, anybody, whatever, anything you, wherever you are, what state you are, let us know. Sign up to it. We have over several hundred volunteers already. We need to make it grow as big as possible because we need to go out there right now. Enough is enough. We can't wait any longer. We can't wait till the midterms, folks. We cannot wait until more people die, until more countries are taking over, until eventually it's too late for us to even vote, because Donald Trump said it in front of all of his retreat yesterday. He said, I could cancel the elections if I want to, but I'm not going to say that because they're going to be all over me, folks. He said it. I'm telling you, if you've ever believed anything I've ever said, any of my sources, the one thing they've all said to me is the one thing on his mind is how to stop the. He is shitting. He's scared of the midterms. He knows he's going
Let
to
me
get
say
impeached.
one
Go
thing
ahead,
about
Malcolm.
this.
Go ahead, Malcolm.
Okay, go ahead, take action. But here's where I always get this over these guys like, Malcolm, should I buy a gun? Should I do this? No, you have the power to stop all of this right now.
Now,
With the
exactly.
power of protest, right? With the power
Yes.
of public pressure. They are terrified of us on the street. They are terrified of your messages on the highway overpass. They are terrified of leaflets and bulletins around. They're terrified of your lawn signs, right? They don't want to see it. They don't want to see it because they live in a fucking bubble. Somebody tells Trump he's amazed that the cop is alive. How the fuck do you get run over when you're behind the person's headrest?
And
Right?
what Malcolm
How
just
is it?
said,
No one was in front of her. No one was in front of her. It's a lie. And you know another video is going to come out, if not her own, right? The officers in the hospital. The closest officer to her was grabbing the doorknob.
they were
Right?
trying to pull her
That's
out,
it.
right? And I want to
I'm
say
shitting you not.
yeah.
Hot brass. Hot brass. That's how that guy got injured. The ammunition popped out from the gun after he shot her 3 times and went down the vest of another guy. And he was like, oh my God, I'm hot. This is fucking stupid. And none of us should be tolerating any of this.
I think even that's a lie, Malcolm, because I saw video, and I'm going to find video. I watched a 5-minute video where it shows the cop walking around back and forth, and then getting in the car, and then getting out of there. I mean,
right. They got rid of.
There was not even a second. But I want to make it very clear what Malcolm said is 100% right, and this is what I want to repeat it and make it very clear. For those of you that are saying, we should grab our guns, this is the time, we got to say, no, stop that right now. because this is
That's
exactly
right.
what he wants.
No
This is what they want.
violence.
Do not play into their hand. Do not give them the ammunition to that. What Malcolm said, listen very carefully. And I'm going to stand behind his words 100%. What Donald Trump is scared of, what MAGA, what right now, the administration, what they are scared of is your voices. The power of your voices, the power of the people coming out in droves, the power of the people. That's our strength, the unification of the power of the people. And right now, we don't need to look for avenues. We don't need to look for miracles. We don't need the Messiah coming down. We don't need somebody come save us. We could do it ourselves. We have the voices. We have the power. We need to make our voices heard. We know who these Congress people are, folks. We know they're sitting there right now in Washington, D.C. Congress is in session. If you're in Washington, D.C., or if you could make it down there, I'm going to make sure I'm going to go down there also. We got to make our voices. We stop by their offices, go in their face. Enough is enough. Enough is enough. This needs to stop because they have the power to stop this. They have the power, not the power of the guns, not the power of, it's the power of our voices. So please, folks, do not make the mistake. Don't let them, because that's all they're looking for, to see that one gun, that one thing, and they will put the wrath like you're not even ready for.
Trump's statement clearly shows they are trying to bend reality, right? Who are you going to believe, me or your lying eyes? And he is telling you not to believe what you can clearly see. He's telling his crazy sycophants, these are the people, okay, I wrote this book about, right? When I said they want to kill you Americans, I meant your fucking crazy Trump neighbors. And these are the guys who he is instructing now to believe what he says he sees. How does the guy, he's amazed that he's alive. Doing what? Pulling the trigger 3 times? Does he got a cramp in his fucking hand or something like that? Do they think we're fucking stupid? And that's just it. They think we're fucking stupid. And how they're going to be on Fox News tonight going, well, you can't see it, but the car was coming at the officer. There was no fucking officer in front of her. Right? Because if there was, he would have been hit when she dead-manned the gas. Because that's what happened. They shot her, but she became a lump, and her foot went down, and her entire body weight hit the gas, and she crashed in a straight line into the cars in front of her. Happens all the time when you murder people. But we can't allow this to go without any voice now. Right? Somebody put it up there. You can't wait till March to do a march. There are ways to protest. Right? If it's freezing out, what I'm going to do, I'm hitting that overpass because I know the power of those overpasses. And go on FAFOPAP.org and register your fucking overpass. We're not asking for money. We're not asking for anything. We are asking you to do a information warfare campaign against these tyrants who are now killing Americans. Go do something. It's all we can ask.
And I promise you, we're gonna do something also. For those of you, stay tuned and get ready, because we're marching on Washington D.C. Enough is enough. We're going there, and we're going to let our voices be heard. We're going to, and we're going to go. Enough is enough. We're gonna, Malcolm. I'll speak to you offline also about this. Just yesterday I was on with Congressman Raskin. I'm about to talk to Rokan. And all of this. We were just talking about how right now we have to use a tool that we have, the Epstein files. Are you kidding me? They just killed a person now. Did they just execute an American citizen in broad daylight? And then right afterwards, you have the president of the United States coming out and calling the victim again, just like he did with Zelensky. He's calling the victims the agitators, just like he did with the Russians.
Mm-hmm.
Just think about it, folks. The same exact things. The people of Ukraine that are dying there, they're at fault. The Russians are the good, just like here. ICE are the good guys. The American citizens are the bad guys, because we want to live in peace, because we don't want to live in a country where authoritarian, where we have to walk around documentation to prove that we are American citizens. I mean, I can't even believe that we're talking about this, Malcolm, in 2025. This is 2026. This is sick.
Well, look, we're on day 7 of 2026. which I call the freaking, the overtime of 2025. This is still, it's already shaping up to be a horrible year. And you're right; these people are going to do it. But I'm going to point one more call about violence calls and wanting to hurt people and all that bullshit. The reason Kyle Rittenhouse walked when he murdered two guys and wounded others is because one of these guys, a former veteran, bought a firearm that was in his backpack. And that made Kyle Rittenhouse walk. That got him his self-defense case right there. We don't deal in weapons. We don't deal in violence. The right wing, I literally wrote a 300-page book of dozens of examples where they actually attacked and killed government agents, attacked government buildings other than the Capitol. They believe violence is the method to it. We have to use people power. We need a color revolution, right? The blue revolution to take America back. And if that inconveniences you, that you got to go outside with some signs for a couple of hours in the cold, well, just imagine what it's going to be like, all right, in the summer when they are running freaking concentration camps, which they already have, and they start throwing American citizens into it because you didn't think it affected you. Right? What was that old thing about they came for the communists, they came for the trade unionists, they came for the Jews? Right?
Yeah.
That's happened, and it's happening before your very eyes. So, I want to hear what Tim Waltz has to say. Somebody says Tim Waltz is speaking.
Yeah,
But
Tim
let me
is
tell you,
speaking now right now.
this thing I am watching the website is FAFO.org. For those of you who don't know, I've been running a political action committee called FAFO PAC, F around, find out, PAC.org. And we are the ones doing the National Highway Overpass campaign. And we do also stuff I like to call fun trouble. There's good trouble, there's bad trouble. We engage in fun trouble. Projections onto buildings, right? Making up bumper stickers and putting them in places people would rather not see them, like the men's room at the Cracker Barrel. That changes the mindset of our opponents. And highway overpasses are very important. You have no idea how powerful those signs that are up there are. And you can do that right now. You could do it, boom, put it up, walk away, and come back and check it out every few weeks to make sure that your message is still up there. But do something to protect America. Do something to help save democracy.
And the one thing, like I said, besides calling your congressman, getting ready right now, the one thing that I want each and every one of you to do is make sure to subscribe to me and Malcolm, because we're going out and we're going on to protest, and we want each and every one of you to join us and be there when we get this ready. And enough is enough, and just get ready. So make sure you guys get, if you're really serious about taking our democracy back, now is the time. We can't wait till March.
Yeah, you're right. Go ahead.
No, go ahead, Malcolm. I was just saying, go ahead.
I was going to say, well, you're right. We can't wait till March. I think we've gone a little long. I want to get this out so that people can keep rewatching it. I want you to share this. Okay, we're not asking for your subscriptions. We just want you get on Substack and restack these video clips when they come out. I know I was a little shouty in the first 9 minutes of this, but you know what? That's it. That's the time. Right is right, wrong is wrong, this is wrong. If we are having the American Boston Massacre, which could happen, we don't know. These guys were out there with long rifles, dressed up like they're going up against ISIS. All right? People that should know better, that should be protecting us. They're not. They're not protecting us. All right? They are now acting as Donald Trump's executioners, and we need to stand up and express our voice. This is the biggest forum we've had, 3,000 plus some odd people. We're probably going to have to do it again. Let's see how it's done. So
we'll see what's happening.
Thanks for coming.
Let's watch it.
Go to the others, restack everyone's stuff.
Message.
Don't
Send
just
a message
restack
right
one thing and watch. It's important we dominate the news cycle and the social media cycle. So get out there. Thank you, Lev, for coming out here and taking part in this with me. As you can see, I'm plenty fucking pissed right now.
I'm with you, brother.
But
I'm with you. And,
enough is enough.
Enough is enough, folks. Enough is enough, and we're going to take action to the streets. Love you.
All right. All right. Love you all. Bye bye.